Welcome once again to the Weeb Lounge. Okay, this anime does not hold for its namesake, okay? The title does not define this show at all. It's very misleading, all right? This is Happy Sugar Life, and it will be one of the most disturbing, creepiest, out there animes that you've ever seen. Okay guys, this one is disturbing, all right? It comes across, it's kind of cutesy at times, but my God, every single character here is a little twisted. There is death, manipulation, murder, psychotic behavior all over the place. It is absolutely twisted. There's no happy sugar, nothing to it. The only thing, and I'll get to it with the main character where the title kind of makes sense, is her fulfillment, I guess. I'll get to it. Sato, the main character, she is evil. Okay? Now, not 100% evil. It's really weird how to define her, okay? She's an incredibly intelligent girl. Okay, very, very independent, very tough. She can be very kind. She can put on a face. She can be very mean. She can commit murder in the blink of an eye and not care. The apartment where she lives in now, and spoilers, of course, okay? There's spoilers. Lots of them. It's crazy. Here you go. The apartment where she's staying in, she always says on her papers and everything she lives with family, with her mother, right? Well, she actually doesn't. She lives in an apartment building that's like a couple floors up from her mother's building. And she murdered the shit out of the person that lived there. Apparently that person tried to do something to her, like very bad, and she was like, "Nah, not gonna happen." Just killed the shit out of them, dismembered them, and somehow was able to manipulate her teacher into throwing the body away without the teacher knowing, but kind of suspect. Yeah. Anyways, she's brought up in a family that you don't really get too much of it, but Sato's mother is a huge, like, masochist, okay? She likes younger men, and she likes the shit beat out of her all the time. You never see the mother without bandages and all this stuff on her or whatever, unless she really has to cover it up for whatever reason. She's depraved. It is to some extreme level. This is kind of why Sato wants to get the heck out of there, right? Okay, and that's Sato. Sato is all about loyalty, trust, and having her back. Sato murdered the shit out of her best friend because she thought it would ruin the things between her and Shio. Let's get to the other characters. Shio. Shio is this blue-haired, ponytailed, lolly young girl. Okay? Incredibly, incredibly cute. That's how she's portrayed the entire series. This is a cute girl, and a very innocent girl. And Sato basically finds her wandering the streets. Okay, why is Shio wandering the streets? Well, apparently Shio's dad is like a drunken fucktard that beats up his wife and kids and everything, and the wife is now mentally broke from this, and for whatever reason thinks that if she just ditches her own daughter Shio on the side of the road, things will be better, right? She ditches her on the side of the road and just leaves her for death, basically. You just here, fend for yourself. You're like 8 years old, go live. Shortly after that happens, Sato finds her. Okay, and instantly these two characters have a connection. Sato, it's a weird connection. It's almost like mother-daughter, but there's a lot of Yuri there too. Sato being a high school student, Shio being like 8 or 10 years old or something. There's something seriously wrong here. Especially like the weird marriage ritual they have like every night where they promise to love and marry each other or something, like wedding vow thing. This is already creeping me out just thinking about it again. Anyways, Sato basically takes Shio and back to that apartment, and Sato treats her great, defends her, treats her great, but puts locks on the door, both inside and outside, so nobody can get in or out. Okay? It's actually more for Shio's protection, because when Shio goes outside into the real world, she starts having like panic attacks and stuff. So it's kind of, it's not really to trap her. Sato will do anything for her to make her happy. Okay? If there's any positive side to this, Sato will do anything to make Shio happy and protect her. So if Shio really wants outside, Sato will let her. She's not a prisoner there, even though it gives that feeling of it, right? But the whole situation is weird, because eventually, as the story goes, they want to like move away and do stuff and live their lives together forever, like happy Yuri couple or something. And the age gap, the lolly thing, it's creepy. It's creepy, guys. It's okay. I got to get to some of the other characters. That's just the first two. I got two more important ones. Asahi. Asahi is Shio's brother. Now, for whatever reason, Shio's mom kicked her out, but not the brother. Okay? And the brother, he's really pissed off. He's really mad, and he basically makes himself homeless, wandering the streets trying to find her sister. Okay, you can kind of see that's, good brother kind of thing, but Asahi has this odd possession mentality of it, right? It goes to this real extreme where, even when he finds out that Shio is technically being well cared for and stuff, he still flips his, it's this nonstop kind of homeless thing or whatever. But I can understand the brother going after the sister and trying to find her, but once you find her and you realize she's happy where she's at, I don't know. Maybe he's just too young to understand. Maybe he sees past the facade that Sato puts up. And if that's the case, then I get it. I really get it. But, okay, that's that character. He's from the same abusive family as Shio, the brother, older brother. And then this guy's warped. Taiyo, okay. Taiyo's essentially this, popular, handsome guy or whatever, working at like a cafe or something, or restaurant or whatever. And more overall, he's normal. He's normal. Until the manager of the place where he is working at essentially kidnaps him, wraps him up, uses him for a sex toy for like a week on end, and has him living in like a closet or something, all wrapped up, and sexually abused all the shit. Okay. Now, if I saw this restaurant manager, I would probably be more on the willing side, but this is the plot. Well, he's abused all to hell, all right, which leaves him absolutely, positively traumatized of older women. Okay, and not just her, of older women. He has complete trust issues. Okay, scared to death of them. Until he sees a missing poster with Shio's face on it. The blue-haired, pigtailed lolly girl living with Sato. He immediately becomes incredibly enamored with this girl. I'm talking a full-on lolicon. And there's no question about this. It is creepy stalker status when he doesn't even know where she's at, because her pictures are like, his whole room is like this dark, twisted, like ambiance to it, and her pictures line the walls like wallpaper. It's just everywhere. This one girl's picture, this one wanted poster, all over the place, blown up. It's horribly stupid, creepy. And when he does find her, it's weird. He's not trying to kidnap her. He's not really trying to have a relationship with her. Just being in her presence gives him calm. It tones down that fear. So even if he could just like put his head in her lap or something, which it would be a little odd to see out on the streets, or pat her head or something, he gets like that trauma goes away. Oh my God, it's weird. So anyways, those are the four primary characters in this. And Sato is essentially trying to protect Shio at all costs. Nothing is too far, too great, too whatever. It even gets towards the end of the series where Sato gets her. I don't quite 100% understand the reasoning for it, but Sato and Shio, they're about to be, I guess, found out, confronted, and everything, so they're trying to move away, right? And Sato gets her mom basically to light the apartment complex on fire. Burn it down. Well, by doing so, I guess you kind of hide all the crimes that Sato had. They could assume that Sato and Shio might have been in the structure and at least give them time to get away. And the mom kind of realizes this, knows this, and is more than happy to help her daughter burn down the apartment complex. It's fine. But things don't quite work out like that. Huge, huge spoiler. Sato and Shio are on top of the building while it's on fire, and there's no escape. The only thing they can try to do, jump off. That's their last ditch hope. So essentially, these two make a pact to kind of just suicide pact. Yeah. I guess to Sato's credit, the very last good thing that she does is she grabs onto Shio, turns her body so that she hits the ground first, which ends up saving Shio's life. Sato sacrifices herself, jumping off this building, clutching onto Shio to protect her and save her, which makes Shio break. You could have a season 2 kind of this. I mean, you'd have to have new characters injected, but you could. Shio is sitting in the hospital bed, wondering where Sato is, learns that Sato is dead, and traumatized. Her personality flips. She goes from being like this, like in an instant. You don't see much of it, but you know. She goes from being like this sweet little lolly girl to being almost the pure essence of Sato. You know, she just went full demonic. All right. As if Sato taught her all this stuff, and now she's going to live as Sato and get what she wants at all means necessary. So what basically ends up being, and for the title of this anime that I kind of went over way long ago, Happy Sugar Life. Sato's happiness is kind of always measured by the amount of little sugar cubes or candies in a jar, right? And the more candies in there, the more fulfilled she is, and the happier she is. If things happen to threaten Shio, or Shio runs off, or people discover things about her, or whatever, that drains the candy, and it's kind of like, it's a candy jar that measures whether or not she's about to murder somebody, basically. That's what it is. People die. It's creepy as hell. And with that, like, subscribe, hit that notification button. If you're not too creeped out by me, subscribe. I'd like it. Oh, and with that, we will see you in the next video. Hopefully, that one's not as creepy.